Hello everybody and welcome back to Ethiopia. So we've got a looming disaster and we can make some states, and so we shall. Let's see, 0.9, 0.44, 0.44, 2.44, that'll be good. 0.76, 1.36, close enough. Okay, there we go. Made some states. Next. We are losing money. However, we could repay... Actually, we can't repay any loans. Why are we losing money right now? Well, our forts are back online. We can save some money this way. And do that. Our advisors are still going. We should boost up our army maintenance slightly since we're about to fight some rebels. So we'll just sit like that for now. We do have this available to abolish the standardized uniforms. But we're not going to do that. Now, burghers want control of provinces now that we are a bureaucratic despot. So let's go ahead and head into estates and see what we can find for burghers to take. Burghers, incense. That seems good. Incense. Incense. Okay, so their control of land is currently 6% of what they expect. We'll give them some coffee. Here and here. And let's see what else we have. Here's some incense. Happy yet, burghers? They're now at 9%. Okay. How about... Let's see, that's iron. How about ivory? There we go. Now the burghers should be happy. Oh, they expect 20% of the land. Holy crap, burghers. You're really expecting a lot, aren't you? How about slaves? Do you like slaves? You probably don't like slaves. Give you that. Here's some more coffee. Okay, that's 12%. Need to give them another 8%. Here's some more coffee. That's a good for them. Coffee. Coffee. Okay. Some wool there. That's a decent good for them. We do have a lot of slaves. Let's start tossing them some slaves. 15.2, 15.8, 16.2. Let's give them a bunch of stuff in Madagascar. 18%, 18.8%, 20.2%. Okay, so now the burghers are happy. The nobility now wants some land, and I did see that we can give them that for grain. So they're now at 10%, and the clergy... Well, the clergy like cows, so we'll give them this. I mean, the clergy don't actually like cows. I've just been giving them cows every time, basically as a joke. Okay, clergy. They want another unit of cows. So they can have this. There you go, clergy. Okay, they're now happy. Now, we need admin power to get our stability up. Yeah. This is going to be kind of exciting to get rid of. Can be stopped by currently in a disaster, unrest lower than 0. Okay. Tyrannical nobles, a representative of the people living in an area dominated by one of the most prominent families of the nobility, has approached the throne today, imploring the High Counselor to take action against what he claims are systematic abuses of power against the people there. As the ruler of Ethiopia, this guy has a responsibility to protect his people. Not doing so will only make us appear weak and may harm the long-term growth of the province. The nobility would likely not take kindly to chastising such a powerful member of their ranks, however. They could be sad, right? Yeah, they can be sad. I mean, they're already rebelling, so whatever. We are currently gaining 12 admin power per month, so we'll be able to boost up our stability quite soon. There we go. Excellent. Let's see, what, 1 more month? 2 more months? 2 more months. Okay. So we'll get rid of these Ethiopian noble rebels. Like so. We lost a military leader, that's fine. Ottomans are no longer in a revolution. Lots of requests for military access from the HRE for some reason. Local traders are demanding aid. Merchants and captains of trade vessels in Mozambique have sent a representative to the government describing their home as increasingly lawless land, where piracy runs rampant and ships and ports are routinely raided by privateers. They argue that the government has neglected them and request funding to build defenses against the growing threats. Well, we could lose 100 ducks, or we could gain unrest over there. We'll lose the 100 ducks right now. Okay, we'll drop our, well... yeah. I mean... Interesting. Okay, we need to boost our stability, for sure. And then we're going to need to do it again, I think. Republican tradition -1, religious unity plus 0.18. Okay. So I think in order to make this looming disaster truly go away, and it's actually not currently progressing. So in order to make it truly go away, we need unrest lower than 0, which I believe is this national unrest here. So if we get our stability up once more, then that'll be fine. Nakor and Ragusa, huh? Go away. Go away, you jerks. Oh! Hey! It went away. Excellent. Okay. Let's drop our army maintenance quite a ways. All the way? Not quite all the way. Down to about there. Now, of course, our state maintenance is quite high right now, and that's where a lot of our money is going. However, that'll be okay. We're going to be making a fair amount of money from all of those states. Austria wants military access. They're currently fighting Bohemia. Go away, Austria. Okay. We're doing fine. Our Miltech is wholly hungry. The revolution is here. The growing revolutionary activity in our country has caused the collapse of the regime. The revolutionary masses stormed a major prison in our capital, and this sent shockwaves throughout the government. The offer to form a new, slightly more constitutional monarchy was initially accepted, but then our old corrupt monarch just couldn't quite resist the urge to try to bring the good old days back. We were left with no choice but to limit the old king's ability to influence the government by removing his head. Although diehard monarchists were convinced that the king would soon grow another one, this was not the case. Now a purely temporary committee of public safety has been appointed, which includes the leaders of the initial revolution and an overambitious general. Our regime's future of liberty and equality at home would be bright, but we seem to have annoyed every crowned head in Europe. Even now we hear reports that they're preparing for war against us, so we must now prepare to defend the Republic. On the bright side, liberal forces are looking to us to export the benefits of revolution to them, so we will be able to gain support in such a way. Hungary is now the main source of the revolution. Hungarian revolutionaries will disband, they gain 5 mercantilism. Hungary is now more stable, they change to a revolutionary republic, morale of armies plus 10%, tolerance of heretics plus 2, autonomy change, diplomats, leaders, states, absolutism, blah 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 blah. Okay. Well, revolutionary Hungary, huh? That's exciting. Can we do a great power action to break an alliance with Russia? Or Tuscany? No. Primarily because of their trust. Okay. Hey, Iraq finally left the coalition against us. Thanks, Iraq. Persia still hasn't, even though they're at 40 aggressive expansion. Whatever. They'll get over it eventually. Okay, so we do still need to get our admin tech up and our dip tech. We are making a little bit more money now. Well, we're making a little bit of money now. We are also currently converting 4 things, so once those finish up, that'll help a lot too. Our religious unity will be costing us a lot less. About 10% less, in fact. Well, not really 10%. More like 5% less. So, the question then becomes, how do we proceed from here? We're in a kind of precarious position right now, where we can't really afford to do much. Profiteering and Betsaleo. The citizens of Betsaleo have grown tired of the local influence of greedy Portuguese Colombian merchants that they claim are using unfair advantages. Well, that's no good. We need to protect our trade. There we go. Okay, so could we build a cathedral? I mean, we could. We'll build that first. Manufactory? Yeah, manufactory and Lolo. Plus 0.56. We'll do it. Okay. We're now making 6.11. 6.19. A lot of that's because the autonomy in our new states is going down. Rather quickly, in fact. Looks like it's dropped 25% since we created those, so that's excellent. It is currently 1720, so we have just over 100 years before this game is over. We also currently have about 8 more years before our truce with the Ottomans is up, and we can push up through them again. So we largely just have some time to chill. I mean, we could fight Nikor. Really don't want to, though. Don't feel like it's a good use of our time. I feel like we're better off just investing, playing it cheap and safe. Yeah, our income is going up quickly. Britain has sowed discontent. Well, that's no good. Stupid Britain. Let's see, Funge separatists. Hey, Kazembe left the military coalition against us. That's good. Okay, so Funge separatists. That's fine. They can do that. Those particularists probably aren't going to happen. And those noble rebels probably won't either. But hey, we can get the Chebec. Originally developed by Barbary corsairs, this galley didn't carry as many guns as a galleass, but it was far smaller and far more maneuverable. This improved maneuver allowed it to be far more effective in combat. Excellent. So there's our dip tech up a bit. We're not making much for dip power right now, but that's okay. Persia has insulted us. I'm insulted. We also need to get a lot of things fully cored here. But right now, admin tech is more important. To be sure. Hey, we converted Antioch. We get another blessing. Core creation cost minus 10%. Or yearly Republican tradition, since we are apparently a republic now. I don't think we need the Republican tradition immediately. Core creation cost would, I think, be a bigger deal right now. Of course, we don't control Yerevan, and we're not super likely to. Where is it? Here. We're not likely to go up in that direction just yet. We've only got almost exactly 100 years. January 2nd, 1821 is the start date, so just over 100 years. We are definitely coming to the close on this game of Europa. But we'll be able to get this done in, I believe, 2 wars. The real question is, how strong is revolutionary Hungary? And the answer, not very. Now, we can't actually, it would seem, fabricate any claims on them, so we need to push up this way, and maybe get Russia to break their alliance with revolutionary Hungary? I mean, there's no way we can get them to do this. Don't really care about Tuscany. It's that Russia alliance that we want to get rid of. Who is Tuscany allied with? France. If it was just Bohemia, well, could we influence them? No. Relative strength of coalition, trust, and no CB, and distance between borders. Okay. Well, once we push up through the Ottomans, we might be in a better position to be able to do that. I do want to be coring things. We just don't have the admin power right now. We need to get caught up in our admin tech. How are our institutions doing anyway? Hey, that's some pretty decent spread, actually. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It's kind of slow, but we've got some really decent spread going on there. Fantastic. We are currently embraced in 7.3% of Ethiopian development after local autonomy. So we're actually pretty close to being able to embrace this. Once it spreads to a couple of more provinces, or let's see, 14.6% autonomy there. 0 autonomy there, of course. Where did we have this? Mombasa? Yes. Okay, you currently belong to the burghers. What if we pull you out of the burghers? Now, that'll make the burghers sad. They're going to want new territory. So we will give them some. But we're not going to give them Mombasa. We will instead give them this Ivory province. There you go, burghers. Just do that so that there's no autonomy effect there in Mombasa. And then the other one was in Sofala? Yes. Autonomy there is 75%. Okay. We could get rid of one of our other states, like one up here. We have multiple belonging to an estate here. Let's see. Mora belongs to an estate. What estate? Burghers. We'll revoke that, of course. Okay. We'll go deal with that. Did that count, though, as the revoke? As a revocation? Yes, it did. Okay, so we can go ahead and get rid of this as a state for now. 15 admin power. Not too concerned about that. And we'll convert this into a state. For the express purpose of lowering autonomy in this province. Okay. Now the burghers are a little upset with us. It'll be fine. How are we doing on this now? Hey, that brought us up almost 1%. Excellent. And it'll continue to go up as the autonomy drops in these two locations, in Mombasa and in Sofala. Or actually, Mombasa 0%. But as it drops in Sofala, it'll continue to go up a bit. So that'll be great. We'll have to walk right on back to here, but that'll be fine. Okay, burgers. Are you guys done? I mean, you're a lot happier than the nobility. Let's see, we could seek support of the clergy. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Bump up our tax modifier almost 25%. Yeah, I like it. We could also call a diet, and so we shall. Bring up the nobility's happiness a bit. There we go. Oh, rippin' pepperonis. Our maintenance is down. I think we have the numbers to do this without our maintenance being up, though. Really? We lost? 0.8k? And we're retreating all the way to Mecca? Oh, man. Okay. I guess that's fine. So, first things first. We are 9 years ahead of time in Miltech. So you know what that means. We can actually invest in an idea. Look at that. Recruitment time minus 10%. Excellent. Okay, let's also go into our economy and bump up our army maintenance to where we're making about 10 ducks a month. Right about there. That'll be fine. That's going to keep going up for a while. And we will go ahead and have these guys come on back here. As soon as you get there, you can do it. Oh, your movement locked until the next month's tick. There you go. Now you can move. And we could invest in an economic idea. I feel like, monthly autonomy change would help a lot. Oh, we died. This guy is now ruling us. He has better stats. Excellent. He's also a fierce negotiator. However, our stability did drop, so we have to boost that back up. And theoretically, this looming disaster won't go away. In Search of the Soul. A few religious conversations here, some impressive arguments about morality of man there, and one of our most learned noblemen has decided to take up a monastic life. I shall follow in the footsteps of Saint Chanute the Archimandrite. One day I might even found a monastery of my own, he exclaims passionately. Not everyone would agree with the nobleman's decision, however, and even though he has already started giving away his belongings, there might still be time to talk the man out of going. Well, we could make him be a missionary. Ethiopia gets him until 732, 10 years, missionary strength plus 1%. We could gain a skill 2 inquisitor, 50% cheaper to employ, plus 1% or plus 2% missionary strength. Or we could just gain 15 prestige. We'll do this. 1% missionary strength, nice and cheap. Okay. So, how close are we to being able to convert Mecca? Minus 3.5%. Most of that is because of non-accepted culture and development. We can't exploit the development again until 1738, so that's not really a viable technique at this stage in the game. There isn't a building that increases at all. Maybe via techs? Not sure. We might be able to get there eventually, though. So we are currently losing a small amount of money per month. This disaster is progressing because of our less religious unity and our land maintenance currently below 100%. Okay. Now, what is causing our national unrest to be this high? Mostly discontent. Okay. Shamba is self-sustaining. Excellent. Maybe we should have taken that Republican tradition one. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Muhambwe next for our colony. Excellent. Now we are currently losing a small amount of money. Merchant bankrupt. One of our merchants abroad has returned home as a pauper after losing every single ducat. He's gone bankrupt, and we will not receive the benefits of his trade anymore. We could save him. That's pretty cheap, actually. We'll do that. There we go. Okay, we are 12,000 men short, so we're about 2 years out from having full armies. That's fine. Our inflation is ticking down very, 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 very slowly. Indeed. Very, very slowly indeed. Okay, so the question is, how do we proceed from here? We are still in that precarious situation that I talked about before. I think for now, what we do is we put a cut in here, and we deal with it next episode. See you all then.